In a quiet forest, where the tall trees touched the sky, a little deer named Daru lived with his mother. Daru was small, with soft brown fur and bright, curious eyes. He loved to run through the grass, splash in the river, and watch the birds fly high above the trees. One evening, as the sun began to set, Daru saw something strange in the distance. Tiny golden lights floated between the trees, twinkling like stars. They moved slowly, drifting through the air like fireflies, but they were bigger and brighter. Daru had never seen anything like them before. His mother was resting under a tree, so he quietly took a few careful steps toward the lights. He wanted to see them up close. The lights danced and twirled ahead of him, almost as if they were waiting for him to follow. "Where are you going?" Daru whispered, his little hooves stepping softly on the forest floor. The lights didn't answer, but they floated deeper into the trees. Daru's heart pounded with excitement. What were these glowing things? Were they stars that had fallen from the sky? He took a deep breath and followed them. The hidden hollow Daru walked carefully, stepping over soft moss and tiny flowers. The deeper he went, the quieter the forest became. The only sound was the soft rustling of leaves and the gentle hum of the golden lights as they floated ahead of him. Then, suddenly, the trees opened up into a secret place Daru had never seen before. It was a small hidden hollow, surrounded by trees that glowed with a soft, silvery light. The grass sparkled like tiny stars, and a clear blue pond shimmered in the center. The golden lights floated above the water, making everything glow like magic. Daru's mouth dropped open. It was the most beautiful place he had ever seen. He stepped forward carefully, his little heart beating fast. He wanted to touch one of the glowing lights. Slowly, he reached out his nose toward the nearest one, and just as he got close, the light giggled. Daru jumped back in surprise. Did you just laugh?" he asked. The golden light twirled in the air and let out another tiny giggle. Then, all the other lights started laughing too soft, happy sounds that filled the air like a song. Daru's eyes grew wide. "Are you alive?" The lights twinkled and swirled around him, brushing against his fur. They weren't just lights, they were tiny, glowing creatures. One of them floated close to his ear and whispered, "We are the Star Sprites. We only come out when the forest is quiet and kind. And you, little dear, are the first one to ever find us." A secret friend Daru felt warm and happy. The Star Sprites twinkled around him, playfully spinning and dancing. "Can I stay here forever?" he asked. The biggest sprite, who glowed the brightest, floated close and whispered, "You can always come back, but only those with kind hearts can see us." Daru's little tail flicked with excitement. He wanted to tell his mother about this magical place. But what if she couldn't see it? The Star Sprites seemed to know what he was thinking. "This will be our secret, little one," they said softly. "A special place just for you." Daru smiled. He would always remember this night. The glowing trees, the sparkling pond, and the tiny giggling lights that danced just for him. As the sky turned dark, the Star Sprites slowly faded, twinkling one last time before disappearing into the night. Daru took one last look at the magical hollow. Then, with a happy sigh, he turned and trotted back toward home. His mother was still resting under the tree. She lifted her head and smiled at him. "Where did you go, my little one?" she asked. Daru just smiled and snuggled close to her. "Just for a little walk, Mama." As he closed his eyes, he could still hear the soft giggles of the Star Sprites in his ears. And he knew, deep in his heart, he would find them again. The end.